Hi, this is John with Bank Account Bonus Central, and today's video is all about NuVision Credit Union. So this is a very special video. Normally I upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I did not this week because I was looking for something special. This is not a checking account bonus. This is not a savings account bonus. This is not a brokerage account bonus. This is a CD bonus. So people have been asking about, hey, where can I use a credit card to buy a CD? Well, this is a special 5th anniversary bank account bonus special. I was looking on YouTube and on my channel, and I had a little thing pop up from YouTube say, hey, happy 5th anniversary. I was like, wow, it actually was. So I wanted to do something special and finally got approved for this one to share it with you. So super excited to share this. I made at least $210 off of this one, not counting interest. So want to share this with you. And there's a lot more money to be made off this opportunity. So 5-year anniversary special video. Before I jump in, I do have a quick disclaimer. So I am a customer of the companies mentioned in this video. I'm not affiliated or endorsed by NuVision. This is my personal review for informational purposes only. The information in this video is current as of time recording. Use of this information is at your own risk. This is called fishing and not catching, and as is everything in life, your mileage may vary. So as I mentioned before, shout out to 5 years of Bank Account Bonus Central on YouTube. From 8/20/2020 all the way to 8/20/2025. These have been 5 amazing years. So looking forward to many more. Second shout out is to friend of the channel, Brian. He's the one who emailed me about this opportunity. The interesting thing is, like when I say this is called fishing and not catching, sure, that's very true because Brian told me about this one. He applied for it. Sadly, he did not get approved, but I did. Well, why? Because it's called fishing and not catching. Third shout out is to Warren Buffett. This has been, so I'm a high school math teacher. I've been extremely burnt out from being a teacher. One of my goals is to make a lot more money passively than actively. And this is a quote that's been kind of haunting me the entire summer. So if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. I'm not interested in that, especially not as a public school teacher. Public high school math teacher, so I'm constantly looking for different hustles. My definition of the word asset is something that makes you money while you sleep, and that's what this channel is all about, is making money while you sleep so you don't have to work until you die. One of the ways you can do that is through real estate, and a lot of people have made a lot of money through real estate. Here's a really neat offer. The 5 years of being on YouTube, one of the coolest things that I've run into is Groundfloor. I even had the CEO, Brian Daly, of Groundfloor. They just updated their website, and now they have an updated bonus. So if you invest $100 in real estate investment, you get a $100 bonus after 30 days. I've been averaging 12% off of that. So here's a referral code, link in the description box down below, or you could always email me at churningadventures@gmail.com. I just recently made a whole video about this. So if you're interested in learning more about Groundfloor real estate investing, it is put in $100, get a $100 bonus, double your money bonus after 30 days. And I've been making, as I said, over 12% with them. So cannot be happier with them. Have it as part of your diversified portfolio and what you're making money in, because Groundfloor is fun. Link to that video is right there. All right, NuVision. So, as I mentioned, it's available nationwide. Expires 10/31/2025, Halloween. Don't wait that long because they may pull it early. Checks. I haven't checked my checks report since it's been a minute, but they approved me. So, hold on one second. When I said they approved me, this is my stack of active credit and debit cards. This is not counting. There's a lot more which are in my wallet. So yeah, if they approved me and these are all active credit and debit cards, that says something. Credit card funding, minimum $2,000 per account, which is really nice. I'll go over that. And so I did a 2000, 2000, and 2001, and they emailed me 3 different receipts for running the credit card 3 times for opening up 3 different accounts. So yay, shout out to that. It's about as easy as the fish jumping into the bear's mouth, which is one of my favorite pictures ever. Because sometimes you just want life to be that easy, where, instead of having to, as Dave Ramsey says, leave the cave, kill something, and drag it home, you'd rather have the fish jump into your mouth. I mean, that's just what this channel is all about. So here is the link to this offer. It is a referral offer. NuVisionFederal.com/90 years. So there is a referral code right here, P616453. Here is a QR code. You could always have a link in the description box down below, or you could always email me at churningadventures@gmail.com. So is it coincidence that NuVision celebrating their 90 years and Bank Account Bonus Central celebrating 5? Well, probably not. But it is a nice coincidence that these two things just happen to overlap and we're able to make this happen. So NuVision Federal in /90 years is where you want to be. Our 90th anniversary, they got some amazing deals on some CDs. If you don't know what a CD is, it is basically a savings account but with an expiration date. So a 9-month CD, if you buy it today, it expires in 9 months, and they'll pay you 5.5% APY, which is phenomenal because the Trump administration is wanting to lower interest rates, which 5.5 is as good as you're going to get for a good long while. So they have two different options for their 90-year celebration CDs. So they have a 7-month paying 4.5% APY, and the one I chose, 9 months paying 5.5 APY. So phenomenal. So they got 90th anniversary, refer a friend, $90 for you, $90 for me. So hey, one hand washes the other in this fun and profitable game. Got to love it. So in the referral offer, there's only one thing that actually makes any sense, and that's buying a 90th anniversary certificate account. Establish a new certificate account, keep in good standing for a minimum of 30 days. Obviously, if they're paying 5.5% and there's a 0 risk on it, you want to keep it for the full term. So 5.5% is phenomenal. Mortgage loan, I'm not going to ask you to open up a mortgage loan for $90 or get a HELOC or get a credit card. My minimum for getting a credit card is $500. Auto loan, young adult checking. The only one that makes any sense is the certificate, and that's highly profitable. So click on the link. You want to pick whichever one you want, either the 7-month certificate or the 9-month. That's the one I picked. You got to put in at least $1,000. So I put in more. And then it's going to take you to a menu here of different things that you need to pick. You do need to pick a primary savings. That is required for all credit union memberships. And I did the simple free checking. Why? Because I hate fees. I don't care about their little bonus whatever. I just want the no fee option. So primary saving is required for all new memberships. Simple free checking. I clicked both of those, and then you should see whatever CD you picked plus the primary savings, and I picked the free checking. The reason I picked the checking as well is not because I actually need another checking account, because yeah, we're good, but because whenever the CDs mature, the easiest way to call them up and say, hey, can you just take the money to a checking account, and then you can move it from there to wherever. So now here's the actual application process, what that looks like. So we look forward to you joining us. So first name, last name, mobile phone number, email, whatever state you're in, and then the referral code. This is a referral offer. You're getting paid $90 just to open up a CD, which is paying 5.5% or 4.5%. So you want to plug this in here, P616453. That's a $90 code right there, P616453. Plug that in right there, and then you're going to see confirmation later. So how is this nationwide if this credit union is in California? Well, there's a thing called the American Consumer Council, and that is a very common way to be able to get into credit unions all across the country. I have, to be honest, probably 24 memberships with them, and so it doesn't matter. So click with them because I don't live in SoCal and I'm not part of their select employee group. So start application. So that's how you can get in as well. What does the ACC do? Well, they get you into profitable opportunities. It's free, so there is that. All right, so name, first name, middle name, last name, address, city, state. You want to pay attention to all the way to the end of this video because there is some definite frustration you can save by learning from what I did, what I went through. So your mobile number, your employment type, identification, social security number, citizenship, identification type, ID number, issue date, expiration date, all your standard stuff to apply. Here's the funniest thing I've ever seen on any credit union application. Banking behaviors. it just makes me want to giggle hearing about banking behaviors. I don't know what they mean by behaviors, but do I travel? Will your initial deposit exceed 5,000? Do you write checks, withdrawals? What's normal behavior? What's abnormal? So I just click no on everything because when you sign up, you want to seem, I guess, as normal as possible. Membership features, yeah, you want online banking, mobile banking, e-notices, e-statements, voice banking, added advantage, sure. So account details. So you go through personal information, your banking behaviors, which is kind of, I don't know. I'm a high school math teacher, and whenever there's a kid who's got we call it a BIP, a behavior improvement plan. I've been told by multiple people I need a BIP. Anyway, so behavior improvement plan. Yeah, so that's still hilarious. Anyway, account details, your funding, and then a review information. So we're literally halfway done. So account details, whenever it says, this should pop up with you right here where it says P61, 64, 53. That should pop up, just verifying that yes, you did use the referral code, so you will get the $90. And then for the checking account, I always say no, I don't want the bounce protection because the only way you can get an overdraft fee is if you get the overdraft protection. So the select your funding source, credit card is the one you want to use. And there's a lot of friendly ones out there. I mean, I got banned from Chase, which is, I learned the hard way. If you make too much money off of them, they will ban you. But if you look at with Wells Fargo, I just got approved for the Active Cash. I have the Signify card. Those are both 2X cards. I got approved for the Double Cash, waiting for that one in the mail. And I have the Alliant 2.5X card. And I'm looking to get another Bank of America 2X card. 2X for your first 12 months. So I did 2,000 because I read that is the max. But I was able to do a little bit more. I was able to hit 2001. I don't know what the actual maximum is, so I'm going to try to find out. Card holder name, your card number, expiration date, CVV, your zip code. I hate McAfee. Zip code, and then where do you want the email receipt to? I showed you a copy of my email receipt earlier, $2,001. And it does go as a purchase. So you click pay $2,000, and then bam. New 5.5 APY 9-month certificate special. Your credit card payment was verified successfully. So I did the same thing with the savings account and with the checking account. I did 2,000, 2,000, 2001. So I did $6,000 in credit card funding, and that's very profitable. So primary savings, simple free checking, same thing. Credit card. I hit $2,000 on both of them. So as I said, 6,000 in total funding was available for me. Primary savings 2,000, credit card payment verified successfully. So yay, easy money. Simple free checking 2001, credit card payment verified successfully. Super profitable. So did the funding and then review information. So you're going to review all the information, make sure everything you plugged in was correct. You got 1,100,000 agreements you're supposed to read and acknowledgments, and type in your signature, hit submit. And then I got instead of the circle of death, I got the little dots of death, and then it said under review, under review, under review. So there's that. Not too uncommon with credit unions to have your stuff go under review. And then I got a couple emails. It said more information was required. They required a picture of my current driver's license and then a copy of a utility bill, which I emailed them like instantly. You go through the little portal and you upload it, which is secure. And then I got the email I was waiting for. Welcome to NuVision Credit Union. Dear John, wanted to welcome you and help answer any questions you may have, your account details. And they have like a little tiny piece of your member number. And then it's going to say right here in the same email, it says online banking. You think, hey, great. I can try to use the bit of the member number to get in. And that didn't work, which was rather annoying. So you want to see where it says to get a PDF copy of the welcome letter that has all your entire, you need the entire member number to be able to get into the online banking. So I took 2 phone calls and then finally a chat on their website to finally, they said, you got the email? Yeah. Click on the bottom where it says you get a PDF of your full number, which you need in order to the online banking. So save yourself frustration. Here's the math on that. You get $90 in referral to open up the new CD. And then I got 2x back on the credit cards I was using. So that's $120 for the $6,000 credit card funding. That is a total of $210 I made off them. I'm going to open up more because 5.5% is nothing to laugh at. I am currently, I'll mention this, which is a preview to the next video. I'm waiting for my guy from Fiverr to make a nice thumbnail for me. But as I mentioned before, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. I got into a new side hustle, which is turning out to be rather profitable. My goal during the summer was to make more money passively than actively as a high school math teacher. And thank the Lord, that has come true. I thought it was going to have a lot of involvement with owning rental homes, and turns out not to be the case. So look, I'm super excited to share that in my next few videos. Once again, if you're interested in NuVision, link to this offer, NuVisionFederal.com/90 years. Referral code is P616453. Please plug that in. We'll both make $90. TurningAdventures@gmail.com. Here's the QR code for that. Bank Account Bonus Central verdict. Huge thank you to everyone who's part of the Bank Account Bonus Central community. The past 5 years would be nothing without you. If nobody watched these videos, nobody used referral links, nobody participated, I wouldn't be here. So let's make the next 5 years even more profitable. Join me at NuVision and take advantage of all these opportunities out there. It never ceases to amaze me. You know, I tell people how much I make off these bank bonuses, and last year was my best year ever. I made $31,000 opening up new accounts. I'm like, wow, it must be nice. I said, well, join me. I'm about to sign up for Wells Fargo. They're paying $400. You got to just switch your direct deposit, which takes like 4 minutes. No, I don't want to do that. It's like, come on, man. So appreciate everybody who's actually willing to take advantage of the opportunities out there. So there is that. I still have comments off for these videos, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms, please email me, churningadventures@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you rather quickly. Today's question: what is man really like? We like to have a very high view of ourselves. And, well, what does Scripture say about that? Isaiah 40. The voice says, shout. What shall I shout? I asked. Shout that man is like the grass that dies away, and all his beauty fades like dying flowers. Well, that's depressing. The grass withers, the flower fades beneath the breath of God, and so it is with fragile man. The grass withers, the flowers fade, but the word of our God shall stand forever. Yeah, we don't have much. Our time here is limited. We have no idea when our last day will be here. But getting life right with God, and you know, God says in Scripture that He places eternity in our hearts. There's nothing in this temporal world that would actually make us satisfied, besides the eternity that we will live. And God does want us to live with Him. So the word of our God shall live forever. Additional information, how to follow Jesus, gotquestions.org, link in the description box down below. Still here with me, definitely appreciate that. Like the video if you appreciate profitable content on a consistent basis. Share this with anybody who will be able to benefit from it. Subscribe with bell notifications so you could be amongst the first to learn about such profitable opportunities. And with that, look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace, and may God bless you.